What's up, guys? It's Charles here with Rocket Punch Army to do a review of another KO. Today we have robot farmers always eating pies. See what I did there? These guys have to change the name, so I kind of changed the song there also to make it a little more bootleggy for you. Yeah, this is a robot farmers. It's not Transformers. I was so psyched to get this. And I thank all you guys that voted on the my Facebook, because I had the option of getting this in the robot farmers version, or the which is the CP27, or the regular MP27 with the name obviously here, Ironhide, all that stuff, Transformers, with the Takasa Tony or the Takara Tomy KO. I'm not sure which one, but of course I went for the robot farmers. This is totally awesome. And the whole thing just carries over like all over the box, robot farm, which is pretty cool. And notice here, there's no more Takasa Tony, at least with this one. There's Tanaka Tony. These guys are just going absolutely insane with these names. And yeah, I want to first of all thank tfdirect.com for sending this out. That's the reason this video is even up, because as you know, videos are few and far between. So thank you guys for keeping me going with some videos. And speaking of tfdirect.com, it came with these little corner protectors. Why on earth did it take all of like 100 million years for somebody to finally do this? I basically only collect robots from certain places, and this is the only company that has really bothered to do this. And at first I thought they were little cardboard pieces. They're actually nice firm plastic, so even if you want to store these away, you put the little corners there. So because of that, look at these razor sharp corners. I mean, aside from the awesome packaging that they do already, they decided to go ahead, take it one step further, because obviously, coming from China, it's bound to get kicked around, from there to here. So it's a really nice addition. So awesome. Apparently they've been doing this for a little while, but for me, this is the first shipment that I've had in a little while from them. So it's new to me. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and open up this guy. This is obviously a KO of, Takara's Ironhide, which I do happen to have right here. We'll take a look at him real quick. Kind of unnecessary to look at him at this point, since yeah, what we want to do is compare, but figured I'd let you know I have that there. So yeah, so opening this is very easy. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this open. As you can see, this is my first time opening this. I like to do this in front of you guys. All right, so you get the whole feel of opening this. I feel like I didn't really show you much of the box, but it's just standard fare, guys. Don't know if they changed any of the text here, from the original. I don't have the original box. I didn't think I needed it, because there's no need to do a comparison since we know this is a KO. But yeah, here's the bottom. Looks like there's a lot missing right here, but the quality of the box, I have to say, is a step up, really, from the other KOs. The KOs are usually, they get got the soft edges. These are nice and sharp edges, which are very similar to Takara. All right, and as with all the usual other KOs, it's kind of, I know even the original has a, what do you call it, a matte finish, but this one's more hazy, I guess, but still really well done, really well done. Open up these flaps here. Alright, awesome. What do we got here? We have the little base here, which I forget what I kept calling it in the original review. It was just a funny, thing, space bunker. I don't know what the hell I was calling it in the other video, but a lot of people thought it was funny. Anyway, it comes with that, and chrome bits, and obviously Ironhide down here. Can't talk, guys. It's been a while since I've had to talk in front of a camera. So let's go ahead and cut the tape here. Ooh, look at that. Tape everywhere. And then one more on this side. Okay. Let's take a look at the plastic quality. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, or I'd be surprised if it wasn't high quality, because all the KOs are usually very high quality plastics. This is no exception. I mean, they're not cheesing out on the plastic. This is good plastic. What about the chrome? My Ironhide had horrible chrome, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Chrome seems very nice. Look at that. You know, I think I do remember complaining about the chrome on the original Ironhide. This one, not too bad. But if I didn't complain about it, I'm sorry about that, but I'm pretty sure I did. And it's got your typical, like, generic looking Autobot guns. Alright, it's got two of those. And finally, actually not finally, down here is the effects set. You got the Ironhide open face, I guess when he's getting killed. You got the little radar thing here, little rocket booster with the effects. And I think, it's been a while guys, but I think these are like the toy version hoses from his arm or some crap like that, or to look like the pegs were the, I don't know. And these are the cartoon accurate one. Again, it's been a while since I handled the original. And of course the little hands here with the little holes on the fingertips. Alright, so that, and okay, so finally Ironhide himself. Mine's a little weird here. Right, I'm sure you guys saw that right away. Looks like this is where they kind of, you know, pried off the sprue things during assembly. It doesn't look like it's gonna get any nicer than that, which is a shame. The other side's better. There are little gaps here and there. It's kind of weird. Alright, well this is a complex little figure, so you know, I'm sure putting it together at the factory real quick is going to cause some issues with gaps and everything, but hopefully, you know, messing around with it does get it to go a little bit better. But definitely this is an eyesore right here for me. It actually, if you look at the panel, this is completely straight. It looks like this panel is a little bit warped. I'm pretty sure it's, I mean, it's obviously warped because like the tab doesn't even go in there, so it's a shame. But you know, I have to look at it from a customer perspective. I would be a little bit annoyed, but not really. I'd be annoyed if it was an original, but if it's a KO, it's like, it's the stuff you got to put up with, guys. I mean, these guys are selling it really cheap. You know, it's given those people an option that can't afford the real one, although I do always recommend buying original first. But if you buy an original and you want extras, like me, KOs are awesome. But that's one of those things that just happens. I'd like to know if any of you guys picked this up, if this is an issue with all of them or just mine. You know, I won't be displaying it in vehicle mode, so I honestly could give two of those brown things that people shoot out of the back. So I really can't, you know, care about that too much. But you know, for those of you that are just buying it, that might be something you don't like, and maybe the fact that this paint app is kind of going down on an angle in the front, this one kind of stays straight. So I guess if you're going to display it in vehicle mode with this, you might want to choose you know, the good side, which is this. But other than that, plastic again feels awesome. I love the plastic on these KOs, which feels very much like the original. Alright, did they do, oh no, they didn't do the rubber tires. What's going on, guys? Slipping. It's probably because of the design of the wheels. You know, I don't think that's the excuse for not making these rubber. But I did notice this is around $30, which is pretty much the price of the regular Autobot cars, and you get significantly more, not only as far as plastic but also accessories. So I guess that's one of those things that they had to put to the side. I love that little derpy face in there, which is very evocative. I think that's the first time I've ever said that word. Of the G1 right there. Plastics on the windows are good. Even though, getting back to this paint app, even though it's crooked here, the quality of the tempo is actually really nice. You know, it's nice and even paint. Kind of gets a little bit messy there, but overall very good. Got the little clear lenses that are painted nice. Chrome bumpers are nice. Paint apps, the little silver paint apps around little bits of the car done well. Little detailing of the wipers is good. So overall, it's pretty much a copy of the original. Alright, so not much to say there. It does have the little spring-loaded button there should you want to put one of the weapons up at the top. I don't really care too much about that. You you know, I know there's going to be people out there that love the vehicle mode, but guys, you know, I love my robots, so we're going to go ahead and get him into robot mode and, you know, check him out against, you know, the original. I'm pretty sure that's what you guys are here to see, is how does this guy look on my shelf. And to do that, we will require the use of instructions. Since for me to remember a transformation, I have to do it about 103 times. So what do we get here? We got the, ooh, look at this. We got the little spec card here. It's nice and glossy. Alright. I'm sure it's scanned, except for the, you know, the robot transformers up here. There's definitely some, you know, photoshopping going on there. But the quality's good. The back, I have to say, for being a scan, they did pretty good. It looks like they scanned the pictures, but they do the text separately, you know, because it's kind of, maybe the text is scanned. I don't know, but this up here is definitely done new. Anyway, you got the little scan thing here with the dinosaur bones, I believe that is. I don't remember. I'm sure I talked about it in the original review, but that's how old I am, like forgetting stuff. And but that's there, little cardboard thing that goes behind the window. All right, and then the instructions, which had to be redone, even though they were using the robot formers. Masterpiece thing here, the CP27, they still decided to call it a Nissan and not a Nissan or whatever that I've seen on stuff that they do with Nissans, you know, when they make bootlegs of little cars, whatever. Everything else is the same. It's scanned. You guys might want to see this. Alright, but high quality paper, guys. They're not cheesing out. Alright, so everything's scanned. And obviously the instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy transformed so we can compare him to the original. Alright, here he is in robot form. One of the most glaring things as we see him here in his robot mode is the lack of an Autobot logo. Now, I don't know if that will be the case with the, it'd be interesting to find out actually, but I don't know if that will be the case with the Takasa Tonys or the Takara Tomy actual real full-blown KO. But since this one is not labeled as Transformers Anywhere, it is lacking that. Alright, so that's another thing, which is easily remedied with you know, repro labels. Don't be cheap. Spend a couple bucks, support a small company. Well, I'm talking about don't be cheap and you know, talking about KOs. But anyway, everything, I don't know if it was yeah, I think it was with mine, with the original. I noticed the chest wouldn't tab. Oh my god, they actually improved that. Look at the chest tabs on the KO. Look at the chest tabs on the original. They did a better job. Because he's actually tabbed in. I'm thinking, like, didn't I have issues with that? And I totally did. Here's the original. You just will not tab, and it's, you know what I mean? Takara, what are you doing? Tanaka's doing a better job. You know what it is? I think what happens is, I think there's a lot of love when it comes to these KOs. I think there's somebody out there that actually legitimately likes the Transformers and makes knockoffs off of them and uses the opportunity to make them better. You know, but really this is something Takara should have taken care of. But anyway, yeah, so that's good. One of the things, let's see, what was it? Oh, getting this little thing out was a BITCH. I had to use like a wooden brush from my daughter's, you know, art box to pull it out. I didn't want to use anything hard or sharp to pull that out. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I was worried about. But other than that, the transformation was really good. Nothing was really terribly difficult except, you know, pulling this part out. Everything tabbed in nice as I just showed you, so gets my thumbs up, really. I know the vehicle mode had that little small kind of weird kind of mess up on the door, which again is not a big deal because it's completely gone in his mode. So if that's a thing for you, just might want to consider that. So we're going to look at the accessories. What do we got here? We have this chrome bit, which, if I'm not mistaken, can be pegged in back here. Pegs in rather firm. Right there. Let me move that up so you can see it. That's one thing you can do. You obviously have his weapons. Let's see how they tab in. Again, all this I'm doing for the first time, so you guys get the idea of what it's like. So where's the tab? Oh, it feels like I snapped something. Wasn't it weird? Is this the guy was having issue? Oh, so yeah. I think I was having issues with the original also, getting this stupid gun in there. I don't actually know what I did, and I don't really care. But that's going to be the same with the KO. I know I had devised a way, and I used devise, of getting the gun in there with minimal force. So I'm already chewing away the handle on this one. But I think I just ended up just giving up and just holding it like that. It's not a big deal. Now, through the process of that, these things did untab. As you can see, they pop in very firmly. You can see I chewed a little bit of the gun there. But I think the original did that anyway, so let's not you know, put full blame on the KO here. Now the gun won't come out. Let go! Alright, and I'm not going to recreate the whole space toilet thing here because I did that in the original, and honestly, I could care less for it. I know some of you will be like, I'm going to unsubscribe now since you didn't do that. Well, you know, sorry. We're going to take a look at the head. We're going to push that here, just like that, and put that back in. Alright, just as easy and simple as the original. Now, it also has these water nozzles, or water barrels as they call them. I think somebody somewhere had mentioned these are supposed to replicate the toy or something like that. I don't know, whatever. They're called water barrels here in this kit. And then water nozzles. And what you do is flip his handy hand around and peg this in like that. So you got your water nozzle. If you want to do the water barrel, pretty much do the same thing. Get that in there. Pop that in. So you have your choice, guys, of doing either or. It's a great thing, you know, giving you options. If you want to, look at that. Look how nice and firm the tab is on here. Got to wiggle it around to get it out. And that's what she said. And this is, goes back here. I could really care less for this little bit here, but I'm sure some of you are like, oh, that's so awesome, it comes with that little scanner thing, oh my god, that's the best thing ever. Alright, so that's on there. And it goes along with this little bad boy here, which looks like two adult toys in a fight. What's this called? Utility sensor. So that points and then you get the scan of the dinosaur, whatever that was. Alright. Maybe someone can let me know down in the comments, since it's been literally decades since I've really watched the entire show. Yes, you get a lot of cool things moving right along. We will jump into showing you this awesome backpack. I don't know why I said backpack all sexy. Alright, we're going to plug these things in here. Or not. You notice I didn't really plug it in. It's not really, you know, playing nice here. What the hell, man? There we go. That one plugs in good. And that one wants to be a B. Put that on. Alright, so you got the little rocket effect. Alright, so you got that. And last but not least, we have these alternate water nozzle fingers. What are these called? What does this say here? Does it have a bootleg name? Can't even see it. Liquid shooter fingers. How inventive. How non-generic. Look at my liquid shooter fingers. Finger shooters. Or finger liquid shooters. Alright, that's pretty cool. This, and I probably mentioned it in the original video, it reminds me of, what's that robot? Zambot? Zambot? I don't know, reminds me of another robot that has that. As you can see, my brain is fried. Yeah, and again, this little space toilet, I call it a space toilet because I don't know the name. It's a platform according to this. But you can build it up. I don't even know if it's worth bothering to do with the KO. It's just identical to the original guys, you know. And the face goes down here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. You know, but it's the platform, right? Have fun with that. So, I think, wow, very importantly is comparing these two guys together. How about that? Alright, so let me move all this out of the way. And again, the first thing you notice is the fact that, you know, the KO does not have the Autobot logo. But as you can see, the plastic quality is pretty much spot on. I will have to say this about the coloring though. Having these two guys together, you know, you ever see a real live Ferrari next to like a car that you considered the reddest red ever? That's pretty much the difference. Like Ferrari just has a pure red, while other cars out there kind of have like a yellowish tinge to it, or orangey. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's orangey. All right, you're not going to look at this guy on his own and be like, oh, it's kind of orangey. No, it isn't until you have these two guys together that you realize how red the Takara one is. And you know, for it to be that big of a difference where it's like it sucks, you know, like definitely I'm not going to get that because it's a different red. No, it's not that, not that to that point. Rambling on there because I'm actually noticing the nose on this one has a spot there. Oh no, that's actually supposed to be there. Alright, thought it was just messed up. Anyway, so as far as the way the arms feel, let's see. The ratchets are a little more defined on the Takara. You know, I'm actually not surprised. But let's see, the plastics. It almost looks like you know, they're obviously using different plastics for parts like that. You know, high wear areas or high stress areas. Just based on looks alone, this looks like it's a more flexy plastic. Although, you know, for the feel of it, snapping it in together, it's not so. It just looks a little softer. So usually the sculpting looks a little softer. So, you know, it makes me feel like maybe that's a little more resilient. But that's just based on looks. Don't go by me. In robot mode, I can't really nitpick on anything. Again, the color is not that big of a difference where I would have to say something about the color. It does have a couple scuff marks there. I hate having scuff marks on the front of a figure. I don't mind if it was back here. It's just annoying. There's some remnants of red. I don't know if something red was rubbing up against it, something with paint, or the plastic used for this is red and the silver is scuffing off. So that sucks there. But not too noticeable, but annoying. And otherwise, it's a fabulous figure, guys. What can I say? It's $30. I was actually surprised. What the original's, what, 90, 100 bucks? I don't remember. Just remember it costs more than the regular ones, but they're keeping the pricing pretty much in line with the rest of the, you know, Autobot KO cars, which is, you know, a big plus in my book. While handling this, though, I did notice. Actually, now it's not doing it. Now it's actually snapping out nice. Never mind. I was going to tell you guys that the knees go in rather easily, but they don't. Not as easy as my Mitron or Despotron, whichever one that was. The Make Toys one, Despotron. But yeah, I like it. Even though it doesn't have the red, or the red? What was I talking about? Even though it doesn't have the rubber tires. I definitely wouldn't, you know, give it a bad mark just for that. They did a great job otherwise. Again, I say the same thing all the time. The KO guys are doing a great job. So not surprising that this thing is really cool. You know, let's nitpick something. This doesn't close all the way. Alright. Yeah, so there you are. Again, want to pick one of these up, please use you know, the link below. When you do that, not only do you support this channel and bring in more reviews in the future, but you also help out a company that's pretty much been there for me for a while, you know, keeping this channel alive and you know, knowing that, they'll be able to send more stuff in the future, so I can do more reviews for you guys. So if you enjoy that, click the link in the description below, and you know, maybe put in the notes there when you buy something, hey, I was watching the review on Rocket Punch Army, it was so awesome, I came to buy shit. If you have any questions or comments, guys, please leave them below. I know I'm a little busy lately with other crap, but you know, I definitely want to hear your comments and your feedback. So if you haven't already, please subscribe. Check out my other reviews. They're pretty cool. Some of them funny. Some of them suck, honestly, but you know, just watch them. It's pretty cool. And yeah, till next time, guys. Bye-bye.